Sometimes it just doesn't make a lot of sense to go to work. It might be winter here in Tasmania, but it was going to be a perfect day for a long run on the mountain. So that night, I sent off a request for some leave. And the next morning, the approval came through just as the sun started to light up the mountain. It really was a perfect day. I wasn't filming much, so I was making great progress up over Knocklofty, the Saddle, and then on to the start of Breakneck, and from here over the scree fields of Hunter's Track. I was about 10, maybe 12 kilometres in. I'd wanted to film with the drone over the back of the mountain, and to do that I needed my phone, and I'd left it at home. I'll have to go back down. I arrived home just as the postie was delivering a parcel. We started running maybe 10, 11 years ago, and I've always used some kind of watch to track data. We've gone from Polar in the beginning to a long love-hate relationship with Garmin, to our beloved Suntoe Ambit that's served us well for the last 5 years or so. No better day than day when the postman arrives twice in one day. If you've watched a couple of our videos, you might have spotted this shirt of mine from Odlo, or by Odlo, which has got the added advantage of making it look like I've got muscles where I probably haven't really got an awful lot. So we've ordered a few more of these, and four, it would seem. 2 women, 2 men. So
where's mine?
Those are yours, by the look of it.
Yay! 1, 2.
And I thought I only ordered 1 for myself, but I got 2 instead.
Oh.
Sports underwear by Odlo, The Art of Layering. We'll let you know how they go. And so, after a quick bite of lunch, I headed back up over the foothills of the mountain, back up Breakneck and across the scree fields to the Big Bend, and set off without much of a plan other than to run, explore Mount Connection and capture some of it with the drone. Little did I realise it would be dark well before I got home. Here we are. I've got no idea really what I'm doing here. Whether I'm just going to go to Mountain Connection, which is just ahead of me here, and try and see the lectern and the pulpit, or maybe head on a bit further. I'll see what happens. There's no track to either the pulpit or the lectern. Here in Tasmania we mostly run on trails rather than off trail like in some countries. And this is why probably I'm off trail at the moment. And as soon as you get off the trail, it's mostly pretty thick bush. I reckon this is one or the other. Probably the pulpit, I'm not sure. I'd have to get the map out and have a look. Either the lectern or the pulpit. Well, I think this is the lectern because that over there looks like the pulpit. And it's just a fantastic day. I mean, middle of winter, well, beginning of winter. There's Mount Montague, Mount Wellington. And just come down there, you can maybe just see the track coming across the plains down there. Well, that was the lectern. Not 100% sure whether I'm going to the pulpit or not, or whether I'm going to head on. Just still haven't made up my mind. We'll see what happens, I think. I'd spent a fair bit of time exploring the pulpit, and the winter sun was creeping ever lower, but I decided to push on anyway towards Collins Bonnet. The last time I'd been here was in spring last year, and then it looked quite a bit different. By the time I got to the approach to Collins Bonnet, there was no pretending that it was anything but winter. Still a fair bit of ice and snow around. And up on the summit itself, there was a brutal wind sweeping in from the west. And the drone was not at all impressed with having to do what I was asking it to, as you can see from this footage. I'd hoped to take in a few more mountains on the way back down, but my exploits of the morning meant it was getting later than I'd intended. I took one last look at Collins Bonnet as the sun went down and headed on to Collins Cap. This is not a bad place to be. I didn't stick around on the summit for too long, put the cameras away then for the run back to Collinsvale and hopefully my ride back home.
Here he comes now. Hello.
Hello. So, have I turned it off? Yeah. It's a bit later than I thought it was going to be. Sorry about that. You found me all right?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Excellent. Dark mofo?
Yep.
Okay, I'll get in the car.
This one goes out to all the kids in the audience. It's called We Don't Need No Shoes to Party. I got no shoes and I got no food. I've been stranded back in time and I'm on my own, but I love it every minute of every hour. Not even you and your rules could make me sour. I got no ID and I got no entry fee. I don't need no Thomas Lee guy to stand around.